With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls. Hello everyone and welcome to The Dice Girls Table Talk.
Woo! Good morning. Hello.
We're all awake.
We are all very awake. I keep forgetting that it's 2 hours earlier for you guys, and so it's only 10 there. I just ate lunch. It's 12:12 here.
Oh.
You're in a different meridian. That's so weird. We're you're post, right?
Oh, I guess so.
We're
I didn't
different
even think about
meridians.
that.
Yeah.
A whole different meridian.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang. I've never thought about that before. Something else that is unusual about this recording is I think this is going to be the closest we've ever recorded an episode in relation to its release time. Because we normally are like talking about stuff like from a month, 2 months sometimes, a couple weeks. This episode's coming out tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, it's Labor Day that we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
Yes.
And we're so close to our recording time, we can talk about topical Tuesday-related events. I don't know. I didn't have anything when I started that sentence.
I know. I'm trying to think of the most recent thing that I know about, and it's probably even not that very recent.
Is anyone doing any labor today for Labor Day?
Me.
We are.
No.
Well, it's not labor, it's labor of love. It's labor of love day for us.
Well, I mean, I also did actually go to work.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And then I go to work tonight.
Oh, yeah, so you did labor.
I did labor.
Yes. So what are you doing for your labor of love? I want to hear about it.
The Dice Girls.
I knew that. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. I thought you...
I was in suspense.
I thought you had... am I the only one? I'm not the only one, Ash? You thought the same thing?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you had some project that was like coming up today that you were gonna do.
I'm in the middle of it.
It's the Dice Girls. I love that. Aw, it is a labor of love.
It is.
That will be, yes, and editing today will be my labor of love. So.
Oh, you're doing overtime.
Yeah, exactly. It's Labor Day.
Overtime labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of current events and current topics, is anything new and exciting going on in y'all's lives since we last spoke? I think it's been about a month.
Something for me is I am now an only child. My brother no longer exists to me.
Okay, we're smiling, we're laughing. Can we elaborate?
I know. Yeah. My heart dropped.
I've already.
Yeah.
Just want you to
No,
know
I've
that
already.
for a split second.
I did tell him. I did tell him exactly. Like you. I told him you are dead to me. So, 2 days ago, he texts me this. He's in Phoenix right now with his best friend. He's there for 2 weeks?
Something like that.
And then he'll come up here, spend some time with us before he moves out to his next phase of life, or whatever they do in the military. But so he texted me 2 days ago, and he has an iPhone and I have a Samsung. So whenever he texts me videos, the compression is always super bad and it's super grainy and you can't see anything. So all I see is just, I could see that it's a baseball field and I see blue shirts on the field. And I'm looking at the field and I'm like, that's Chase Field. And I'm like, who Who plays on Chase Field? The Diamondbacks. Who are the Diamondbacks playing right now? They're playing the Dodgers. He went to a Dodgers game and then just texts me video. I don't know if I've talked about it on here before. I don't know if you have. But, look at Mom's shirt right now. She's wearing a Dodgers shirt. Yeah. This is a Dodgers family, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm a very big fan of the Dodgers.
Well, out of the three of us, you are the biggest fan. You know all the players, you know their stats, you know their history, you know their wives' names and their animals' names.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the one who keeps up with the team the most, you know?
Yeah.
And he went to a game. And he sent me that at 4 p.m. and I was already asleep. So when I texted him back, it was 1:30 in the morning and he was asleep, but like it was all caps. Did you go to the game? And not only was it just a Dodgers game, you know, Dodgers Diamondbacks, top of the first. So it's like the first batters that are up, the first 3 batters that go up, home run, home run, home run, back to back to back. And
oh my God.
And that's like, everybody was talking about it. And I was like, did you saw Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman go back to back to back? And he was like, yeah, it was a crazy first inning. I told him, I was like, you are dead to me. Like, you no longer exist. I am very jealous. The Dodgers won, which, hooray, we love that.
Yay.
And then he had told me if they won yesterday, then they would go, him and his best friend would go today to see them, you know, sweep, see if they could win all of the games in this little mini series that they're doing. But the Dodgers lost. It was like 14-3. So they got creamed. And I have never been so happy to see the Dodgers lose in my life. One game, okay, yeah, you know, whatever, that hurts, but you had to go see it while you know, they were in the area. I can understand why he went. But 2 games would have been too much for me.
Right. Oh, that's wild.
So I'm an only child. I do not have any siblings. He no longer exists.
He couldn't even capture a decent quality video for you. I mean,
yeah,
no. And I was asleep, but he was texting Mom. You know, he was sending her pictures and videos and stuff, and I was asleep.
Yeah, because he texted me a video and I couldn't really see, and he's like, first at bat. No, he was there for batting practice, and so he was sending me video of people doing batting. I couldn't really see it, and I said, can you see Shohei, or is he not on the field? And he immediately sends me this video where he's just right there. And I said, can you send me like a picture? And he sent me a picture, and Shohei Ohtani, like the greatest player in baseball, is just right there. So that was exciting.
Wow. Yeah. And then when I got home from work yesterday morning, the first thing I say to Mom is, he's dead to me. He's dead to me. And she was like, I was not going to tell you. I was not going to be the person to tell you.
Nope.
I was like, it's okay. He already did.
Yeah. Yeah, because I knew he was going like a week before he went. So like, I'm not telling her that.
You knew?
I did.
You knew and you couldn't tell her?
Oh, no.
The betrayal.
Betrayal is
from both sides. I'm an orphan.
An orphan and an only child.
No siblings. Yes.
Oh no.
So that's my update. I am an island. I have no one.
That's a pretty big life update.
Right.
So Kim, other than losing a daughter, like just now, how's your life going? Any big updates?
No, I thought of something earlier, but now I forgot it. Because I was thinking, oh, no, I do remember. It's not, like, okay, so from here on out, from today forward, I'm going to have some kind of an experience that I have something cool to share, because I don't do anything except work and go to the post office, you know? So between now and next time we record, I'm going to have a huge life update, a good one.
See, you
Yes.
already, like a month ago, you told me that you were going to keep a journal of cool stuff or a journal of awesome. And then like a month later, you're like, yeah, so I haven't written anything down in my journal of cool stuff.
Right. Right. But I did have an update on, it's not a fun update. Just, it's about the Full Metal Brotherhood Alchemist thing.
Yes.
It's not, I didn't watch it. Okay, so here's what happened, and you can explain to me if this is normal. So I'm on Prime. I'm searching for it. I find Full Brother Metal Alchemist, and I go to click on it. And it says, "Oh, okay, you can watch it if you get a Crunchyroll subscription for $7.99 a week." And I thought, perfect. I'll just do it for a week. I can watch it in a week. So I clicked on it, and then the screen came up, and it was some anime girl, you know, and then there was nowhere to click in it.
Huh.
And I tried shutting everything down, turning it back on. Anyway, that's my update. I have not watched it.
You should try either doing it through your computer or doing it through your phone.
I think I'm going to try doing it on the TV in the living room, because that one's like,
yeah,
not
the
ancient.
TV in your room is ancient.
Yeah.
It's a smart, it's technically a smart TV, but it's a dumb smart TV.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, Ashley,
Yeah.
I did try. And I will try again by next time.
Keep making promises.
Well, have you looked for it on like Netflix or anything? I think the last time I watched it was on Netflix. And I know things come and
it's
go,
not on,
but
I know,
Okay.
because I put it in there and it said, "Oh, we don't have that, but you might like this stuff."
Were you searching
Okay.
for
Full Brother Metal Alchemist.
That could probably be why it wasn't showing up.
Why?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. I think that's what I was searching.
Okay. Not a Full Brother Alchemist. But I don't know. I feel like Netflix can predict those kind of typos.
Especially from coming from my account. They have like the bots are working overtime. What does she want? Okay, you guys come over here. What do you think she wants to see?
there's like 10 monkeys behind the scene all just trying to figure out what to throw at you.
They have like dedicated employees.
Oh, Kim's searching again. All hands on deck.
Like a siren goes off when she starts typing in the search. Everybody drops what they're doing and they go.
What could this mean? What could this possibly mean? Somebody get the cipher.
It's like she's trying to speak to us.
But that's okay. That's
Yes.
a legitimate reason to have not watched
Absolutely.
Full Brother Alchemy.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Brotherhood. Fettuccine.
The Fettuccine Brothers.
And in fact, I was even thinking like I don't remember if I've tried to recommend the live action One Piece to you before, but
No.
that I would highly recommend you try. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I think
because like I know that you were one of the things that you were I guess having trouble with on Full Metal Alchemist was that the like the story starts out and it kind of just drops you in and you kind of have no clue.
Yes.
One Piece, for the record, I've never like watched the anime One Piece. Like, I've never read the manga. I had basically no clue about One Piece going into the live action show, and I loved it, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I think that you would like it. It's just
Okay,
it's just
and so
like a
you
fun,
said
wholesome, good time.
You said to watch the live action
Yeah,
version? Okay.
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, live action
Oh,
One
gosh,
Piece.
that'd be
It's
easy.
on Netflix. Yeah,
Got it.
and it's
Yeah,
like 10
'cause,
episodes.
Oh, nice.
She did enjoy the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie. She did watch that and enjoy it.
Do you want to admit to that on the record?
I didn't know it was problematic
I wasn't gonna
until
say
I told Alexa, "Oh, I watched the M. Night Shyamalan whatever. What was it called? Avatar, and I really liked it. And her cheeks almost went whiter than she normally is. And she's like, "You can't be serious." So she had to kind of get me up to speed on that. So
I can't talk because I've never watched that movie, so I can't really, comment on it. And I end up liking lots of things that, like, general fans don't enjoy. Like,
yeah,
I liked the live action Cowboy Bebop that they did, and that didn't get great ratings. So, but if you haven't watched like the cartoon Avatar, then it might color your perception of the movie too. So I don't know. I mean,
well, and
Yeah,
I was
nothing
in a
to compare it
really
to.
lonely spot in my life right then, so I think it was just like, I was open to anything.
would've
I would
liked
have been
anything.
impressed by anything. Yeah.
no, I'm sure it has its merits. Like, I'm sure, sometimes things are just like a fun ride to watch and you don't need to take it too
Yeah.
seriously. Like,
Right.
so that's how I feel about a lot of how a lot of Star Wars fans get really mad about just about anything that's made anymore.
Yeah.
I enjoy the
So
ride when I'm watching
annoying.
something Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just enjoy the ride, but I'm also
me as
not like a
well.
hardcore fan, so I don't know. I
Yeah.
pretty much like it.
Yeah,
Enjoy-
I'm like hardcore, not hardcore. I am a very big Star Wars fan. And the only thing that I didn't like was the ending to Rise of Skywalker,
Oh, don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
It's a spoiler.
I'm not going to explain the end. I'm just saying that I
Okay.
didn't enjoy it. Like, I liked the whole rest of the movie, I had a good time watching it. But there are a lot of Star Wars fans where it seems like literally the only movie that they like is Empire Strikes Back. It's like, can you really
Right.
call yourself a Star Wars fan if you like one movie that came out 40, 50
1977?
years ago? It was like 81 or
Oh, was
something
it?
like that, yeah.
We're going to get a lot
Yeah,
of
and-
mail about this, let me tell you.
And that's only one out of at least 9 movies. It's more like 11, 12 movies, right? If you count stuff like Rogue One and
Yeah,
Other
I want to say
things that I'm sure exist.
11, 12. If you want to include the Clone Wars animated movie, which I do, because it's like the Clone Wars show, fantastic, incredible, I love it. And the movie is like the first, like it sets everything up for the show. So I would include it in that,
Okay.
because it's still a movie.
Yeah.
And Star
It's
Wars
considered canon,
Christmas.
so...
Star
Oh,
Wars,
yeah.
the
Is Star Wars Christmas
special.
a movie? Or is it just
The
a special?
Christmas special. It's
That's
like
what I
a,
was gonna ask about.
it's like an hour and a half special, I think, maybe an hour long special.
That's a movie.
I have it-
That's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing is on YouTube, and I have it saved in my watch later playlist, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, I thought it was scrubbed from existence.
No, you can find it very easily.
Nice.
Excellent. I don't think I've seen it, so...
I haven't. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list. Maybe this Christmas. We should watch the
Yes,
Star Wars Christmas
I'm
There
special.
you
all
go.
for it.
I love it. You'll have to like put it in your calendar somewhere so you remember.
Right. Yeah, in her...
Like set a
Journal,
reminder
full
on your
stop.
phone now.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the I had it. The live action One Piece. Give the first episode a shot, and and if it intrigues you, if you think it's cute, like I did, I didn't know anything, and I don't want to say anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
I will.
I knew it was pirates, and I was very surprised that there was a little more to it than I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. I just got caught off
You're
guard.
making me
I got
want
caught
to
off
watch it
guard.
more.
Right.
Like
I
knew...
Ooh. Okay, I figured out how to phrase it. I got caught off guard by the combat, by the fights. That's all.
Got it.
That's all I'll say. I
Okay.
didn't know anything about any of that. So
Yeah, I mean, I figured... Like, all I know about it is pirates, but I figured that there was a little more to it, seeing as there's, over 1,000 episodes of the anime?
I was
It's
gonna
very
say,
long.
yeah.
Wow.
yep, and
That's
there's
the only thing I know about it. Literally the only thing I know is that it's like a billion episodes.
yeah,
Mm.
it's been. I think the comics or the manga's been going for like 20 years. So
Wow.
I think there's over 1,200 issues. And then they're
Oh my
also
gosh.
redoing the anime on Netflix. They're rebooting the anime on Netflix and calling it The One Piece,
Oh my gosh.
which I think
That's
I am gonna
not
watch.
confusing.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's like trying to talk about God of War games for anyone who likes God of War games. There's two different games just titled God of War, so
Oh, no.
like good luck talking about that. But
Yeah, or also Call of Duty, because they did the same thing like
Oh,
with
God,
Modern
yeah.
Warfare. They've got the ones that came out in the early 2000s, and now like it's like a reboot timeline, but it's still titled Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh.
So it's
they should
like
have called it like even more
anytime I'm
modern.
trying to right, even more Modern Warfare. Anytime I'm like trying to talk about it with somebody, I'll have to be like, yeah, so I was playing Modern Warfare 2019.
Oh, that
Yeah, yeah.
To differentiate which one I'm talking about.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's not cool. It's not okay. So
It's
whoever's
very
listening
confusing.
that names things, looking at you, Xbox, like whoever's listening that names things, just cut it out. Just number them in order.
Yeah. Can you just
Right.
not?
Can you just not do that? Can you not call like the fourth Xbox One? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like they did that with the Kingdom Hearts games. Like, not only are they all over the place in their names, but it's like the first couple you play on the PlayStation, and then there's one for the PSP only, and then there's one that only works on like Nintendo game, and then there's one that only works on your mobile phone. And like to get the whole story, you have to own like 12 consoles. That's an exaggeration, of course, but that's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, I don't know what order to go in anymore, because it's like Kingdom Hearts 1 and then a bunch of stuff, and then like Kingdom Hearts 2 or something like that, and then there's like more stuff, and then there's Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if there's I think there is a 3.
Yeah.
No.
I think
I don't
there
think
is
I've
a
played
3.
that one.
I think it just took
think
them like
so.
10 or 15 years to release it or something.
It took
Right.
them a while. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they had a bunch of spin-offs in the meantime. Like, this isn't Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's Kingdom Hearts, like, 2.5 or something.
Yes. And then they like remastered some of it, and they released like 1 and 2 together as a bundle, and then they like they really muddied the waters with that one.
I'm glad I'm not in that world, because I
It's
wouldn't.
rough.
I played a little bit of the first one and liked it, but that's as far as
Yeah.
I've gone on Kingdom Hearts, so.
Yeah. I was really into it for a long time when I discovered it. Yeah. But I haven't like kept up with it, and then it just got to be too much.
Does this I guess is maybe a little out of left field, and I don't know if you've played Disney Dreamlight Valley recently, but does that have Kingdom Hearts characters in it?
Oh, it should, but it doesn't, as far as I know.
I think I would play it if it had the Kingdom Hearts characters in it.
Well, I think is it? I wonder if it's an ownership thing, because I know like the Kingdom Hearts was a partnership.
Yeah,
so I wonder if like
Square Enix.
specifically, Sora and like Kairi and Riku, like I wonder if they belong to Disney at all, or if they belong to Square Enix.
Dang it, I don't know.
I know. I do love Disney Dreamlight Valley, though.
Yeah, I have no clue. I never played it, but I played Animal Crossing, which I hear is basically the same thing. So
yeah, it's Disney Animal Crossing. If I had to describe it to anyone, Disney Animal Crossing.
See, like I'd go fishing with Sora and
right,
a second character from Kingdom Hearts.
You can go fishing with Goofy.
He's technically a second character from Kingdom Hearts, so
yeah, you can go fishing with Goofy and with Donald. Totally counts. Has anything big and exciting happened in your life recently, Ash? In the past month? What's your August been like?
I wouldn't say like I've done anything. End of sentence.
Fair.
I will say, I don't know if I've brought this up on the podcast or with you guys at all even before, but I've gone 6 months now without coffee. I quit caffeine.
Oh my gosh.
And in August, I hit 6 months with no coffee.
Congratulations!
Do you feel different?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah,
I do. I'm a convert. I feel so much better. And like I was the kind of person who was like, you know, the type that's like, you can pry my coffee from my cold dead hands. Like that was me. You know, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. You know, like that was 100% me. You know, and I was only drinking like 2 or 3 cups a day. I know there's a lot of people who drink more than that. But I quit. It was specifically caffeine that I wanted to quit, and I knew that decaf coffee still has some caffeine in it, so I just stopped all of it altogether. And yeah, the first 2 weeks were awful. Do not recommend. But everything after that
did you go cold turkey?
Has been like progressively better. Yeah, pretty much. Like the last time that I the last day that I intentionally had caffeine was when we all met up and had tea. That tea was like my last.
That's wild.
We were there to witness it, and we didn't even know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I didn't even know it at the time. I just kind of decided later that day, like, I'll just start now. And so that's what I did. Is like, okay, well, tea's probably a good way to like wean yourself off, right? Because it's just a little bit less caffeine.
Yeah.
And I just kind of stopped after that. And then like my coffee maker broke, so that helped.
That's the way to do it.
You right?
And like I was still having caffeine for the longest time because I didn't realize that I had to replace coffee, right? Like part of what's hard to quit about coffee is that like it's comforting, it's warm, it's you know, it's like drinking a hug, and and I needed to drink hugs still, so I replaced my daily coffee with daily hot cocoa. I'm like, the sugar isn't any better, right? But like, at least it's not coffee,
right?
Yeah.
Well, there's still caffeine in cocoa and in chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate. That's
yeah. So
I recently learned that.
I was unknowingly still having caffeine, so then I had to quit chocolate, which was
that's where you lost me.
I know. I know. I still mourn chocolate. Like,
So you don't do chocolate at all?
I have, like, I'm finishing off some chocolate protein powder that I have, but I don't know that even has any, like, enough chocolate in it to have any caffeine.
Real chocolate in it to start with.
Yeah,
Some of those is just chocolate flavor.
Exactly. So, like, I don't even know. And sometimes things will have real chocolate, but they won't actually list the caffeine content.
Right.
Ovaltine will say that it has no caffeine, but actually it has, like, a 1% or something. And I figured out that I'm super sensitive to caffeine. Like, that's part of why I quit and stayed off. Is that I'm super sensitive to caffeine. So, like, now if I have any, like, if I drink caffeine for a day, I'll get jittery and shaky in a way that I didn't when I was, like, drinking it daily. And and then without fail, every time, the next day, I feel terrible because my sleep wasn't as good.
Really?
So, like, without fail, every time, I feel worse the next day. And that just solidifies in my mind, like, okay, yeah, I really needed to quit this and, like, not do it anymore. So, like, I'm not opposed to, like, having a soda sometimes or something, but, like, I don't have caffeine anymore. I don't have coffee anymore. I don't have chocolate anymore.
Wow.
Someone send help.
But in what form?
Like, I won't go back, but like, saying out loud that I don't eat chocolate anymore is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, none of the individual words in that sentence are sad. When you string them together, my heart breaks a little.
Yes, like, so like, if we make brownies or something, I won't eat them after 4 p.m. Like, so that's where I'm at on that, and it's just like, so the actual, like,
that's
effects.
Amazing,
I'm not. My anxiety level has gone way down. So I
That's
didn't
so
realize.
good to hear, because, like, I'm in the process of weaning myself off of caffeine, but I'm having a hard time.
Really?
I kind of keep going back. Yeah, I've been trying for how long, Alexa? Like
2 or 3 months?
2 or 3 months. But I find when I get to a certain point of caffeine intake, I'm just so tired that I don't even have the energy to work. So I think, okay, I'll do it later, you know?
Right.
But I think I need to just do it. Okay, so that gives me the encouragement.
But you need to go slowly because she went from, you only have like one cup
a day.
But she's very, like, the most caffeine sensitive person I've ever met. She went from like 1 full cup of coffee a day, and then you did what, half calf the next day, and she was a mess.
Yeah, my head was killing me, and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And
she was like jittery and shaky, just from going from full calf to half calf.
Okay,
or was it decaf?
Yep.
Half calf. Yeah.
So you can do it. You just need to go slower.
So by this time, next time we record, I will have watched One Piece and full Alchemist Brotherhood, and I will be off caffeine. I give my word to all of our friends out there listening.
Oh.
I love that.
It's official.
I love how you
can't back out
regretted
now.
that as soon as it came out of your mouth.
Because I'm going to hear about this in Discord, I'm telling you.
And in real life, too.
And in real life, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So, my experience quitting those first 2 weeks, this is what makes it so hard for anybody who's trying to quit caffeine, is that not everyone gets, like, the headaches and stuff. Sounds like you do, though.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you don't get the headaches, those first 2 weeks, like, I was lucky that I was working from home and didn't have anywhere to report to anymore, because, like, you just need 2 weeks off from life to quit caffeine.
Wow.
those first few days I got like the common symptoms like the headaches and the sluggish, but I could still function. And then maybe after a few days I started to feel a little better, okay. But then days 8, 9, and 10, I was in bed all day long for all 3 of those days.
Wow.
And then I got up on day 11 and I was like, okay, I can do this now. Like, that's when it finally started, like, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel after spending 3 days in bed. So,
Wow.
so
Oh my God. That
you know,
just shows you how toxic this stuff is.
yes.
Right.
It
rough.
reinforced to me even more that, like, this is important for me to quit because I'm too dependent on it. And, you know, like you know you're dependent on it, but it's like, it's fine, it's just coffee, you know, but
Yeah.
it really is much worse than I think society paints it.
Wow. Okay.
now that I'm on the other side of it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Becca, you don't drink coffee, do you?
No, I very rarely will have coffee.
Yeah.
For me, like, caffeine sensitivity goes back and forth. Like, sometimes I can have a coffee and it does nothing, or even makes me kind of sleepy. But then, like, sometimes I'll have a coffee and then take a nap. And then other times I'll have a coffee and I'll get jitters really bad. It just depends. Like, it's so random for me how it's going to affect me. So I just avoid it because I can't plan my day around whether it's going to wake me up more. Yeah. Or make me take an unexpected 2-hour nap in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So, so I really don't do caffeine very often.
Yeah,
and then
I was a. Oh,
we're like a spectrum. Like, Mom is the most caffeine sensitive. Ashley, super caffeine sensitive. Becca goes back and forth. Me, not at all. I can, every single time I could take a nap. It literally
She can
does
go to sleep. She
nothing
can drink
for
a
me.
cup of coffee and then go lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah, literally nothing for me.
Dang.
Wow. Must be nice.
I know, because I can have it whenever
You're
I
like,
want.
I need-
Even though sometimes I do wish that I would get the energy boost, you know, because it's like, man, I'm really tired. And then I'll have an energy drink at work and be like, well, maybe this time it'll do so. And then it never does.
Yep.
Honestly, though, I think you got the better end of the spectrum here.
I do too.
The rest of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's hard once you start it. If you're somebody who's sensitive to it, once you start it, it's like you can't stop because
Yes.
you know, coffee helped me yesterday, caffeine helped me yesterday, and now today I'm tired. I need another coffee, and it's just perpetual. Like, you never get a day off from it because you feel like you need it every day after a certain point. So yeah, my anxiety levels are better. My energy levels are better. I sleep better. So even on my tiredest days, like the days with no sleep, I still feel better than any day that I went without coffee or caffeine while I was drinking it, if that makes sense. So like, I was way more tired on caffeine than off it.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Nice.
I'm sorry to everybody that I might have inspired to quit because it's a rough journey.
But it
It's
sounds
a
like
rough
it's
journey.
totally worth it.
It's 100% worth it. Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll still feel effects after like those first 2 weeks. Like around 3 months in, you'll feel a little bit better. And I think around like 5 or 6 months in, I felt a little bit better again. Although that might have been the 3 months happening again after I quit cocoa. I don't remember when I quit drinking hot cocoa. But it was around May. So,
That tracks.
so yeah, like after about 3 months, you'll feel better again. It'll keep, it's like it keeps stacking. And you just,
Nice.
It's almost like overnight. Like I'll just wake up one day and I'm like, I feel even better today. And I didn't know that was a caffeine thing without, I lurked on the subreddit for decaf. It's just r/decaf. There's a lot of people there who are trying to quit or have already quit, and some of them shared their experiences that they felt better after 3 months, after 6 months, after a year.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Wow.
You know? I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, and then I wake up one day and I feel way better, and I'm like, hey, wait, hasn't it been 3 months since I quit? Oops. That's me. That's me too. It's me too, so. So, yeah, I could probably talk about that all day, I guess, but.
That's amazing. Good
I know,
for
it
you.
kind of
That's
reminds,
awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
It kind of reminds me of those. I see these posts on Twitter all the time where it's like, you're gonna hate to hear it, but they really weren't lying when they said that the mental health walks really do help. That waking up early and exercising really does help. That's what
I hate those.
your reminds me of.
I'm
That's
excited.
You
exactly
know it's
it.
true. Because you know it's true.
Yeah,
Dang it.
if you can get through those first 2 weeks, then I won't say it's a cakewalk after that, but it's 1,000 times better than what you previously experienced on those first 2 weeks. So, and it's different for everybody, so it sounds like you might have a pretty rough time, but if you can, I think that you would still, I don't know how many orders you have to deal with in a day, but like if you can find kind of a slower period to do it, then that would be the way to go, I think.
Yeah, you might not want to start this right before Q4.
Q4.
Yeah.
No, I'll be okay.
You think so?
Yeah. Because I'm already drinking half calf right now. But I have 2 scoops of the half calf. That's calf. That's just calf.
Does that make a full calf?
Coffee.
Does it? You think? Okay.
Well, so like a regular cup of coffee. Let's call it. It's like between 80 and 120 milligrams, right?
Right.
So like half calf, one serving is gonna be like 40 milligrams.
Yeah.
You take 2 scoops of 40. 40 plus 40 equals
80.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to examine that then.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
That's the funniest.
Just the way you're still cracking up, Alexa.
She's like, well, I've been having 2 scoops of the half calf.
I didn't hear a word of that, and I think that made it funnier.
Oh, it's just the way that she said, I'm having 2 scoops of the half calf.
Well, that could be one serving. I mean, flip it over, make sure.
Right, yeah.
That could be.
Yeah.
It might not
Maybe
be
it's
2
still a half.
servings.
Now I need an update on this. You guys gotta let me know later.
Well, it sounds like
great.
the next time we
Becca,
record,
what's
she'll
going
have
on
already...
with you?
Yeah.
Oh, I had kind of like the beginning of August was wildly jam-packed with activities, and then I crashed for the last couple weeks because so my old roommate back in Arizona, Courtney, her family and her sister's family, they moved to Oregon, and between them they are 3 adults and 4 children and 3 dogs and 2 cats. So like lots of in 2 households. So like lots to move. And so they asked me if I could help fly with the kids because the kids were going to be flying while 2 of the adults were driving. And so Courtney's sister and I were flying with the kids. And so like I had this whirlwind like 4 or 5 day trip where like I spent a whole day flying from Indiana to Arizona, and then I got there really late at night. I got into Page, and then literally the next morning we left for another all day, but this time with 4 kids, all day from Arizona to Portland.
Gosh.
And then spent the next, 3 days unloading their huge 26-foot U-Haul into their upstairs apartment.
Oh, no, upstairs.
And then spent another full day traveling home. And so,
gosh.
Yeah. And then 2 days after that, I went to the Renaissance Festival, which, it was super exciting, but I also, I was pooped. I was so exhausted. And then after that, I literally just kind of crashed for 3 weeks.
Wow.
I just, it was just a whirlwind, and my whole body was hurting, and, it was rough, but it was a lot of fun. It was cool to see everybody. But, it was a whirlwind. I think I spent less than 12 hours in Page. Or I totally would have come and... I messaged the group and was like, I would have come and seen you guys, but literally I got in at, 11 at night. And we flew out at, 10 the next morning.
I'm glad you messaged us, because if I happen to be in town and see you driving past, I'd be like, what? What the heck is going on? I swear to God, I just think I just saw a Dice Girl.
That was my fear. My fear was that, because, what a huge betrayal it would have felt like for you guys to, run into me in Safeway or something.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hello? You didn't even tell us you were back?
So awkward for you. Oh, my gosh.
Yes. I was like, no, I have to tell them. Yeah, so I didn't tell anybody else, though, that I was coming to Page, because, like I said, it was just such a quick turnaround trip, that...
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was really cool. And then, like I said, I kind of rested. I do have an update, a life update about my job prospects, which I've been, struggling to find a job. The radio station here, I was gonna work for them. I was super excited about it. The general manager at the station was really excited to hire me on. But then the owner is kind of he's at a point where he's kind of downsizing the station, and he's let a couple people go.
Oh.
Yeah, and so ultimately they wound up telling me they didn't have the position there for me, which it sucks.
Dang.
I'm I want to be in radio so bad. I love it and miss it. But I ran into the director of the youth club that I used to work at, the after school program, which I'm sure I've talked to you guys about it before. It was one of the best jobs of my whole life.
Yeah.
And we started chatting, and basically I'm going to start working for them again.
No
Yay.
way!
Yeah. I'm so excited. I go in tomorrow. I have my second interview. Well, it's a hiring meeting. I've already been hired.
Right.
They sent me the job offer letter. Yeah, so tomorrow I go.
Congratulations!
Yay!
Thank you. I'm really excited. I love working with kids. They're so fun, and they're just you never know what they're going to say, and they're so kids are easy to talk to because they're so just real for me.
Yes.
They're way easy, and so I love them. I get along great with kids, so I'm super excited.
Exciting.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, those are my big life updates. Basically, yay job,
Yay
Yay.
job!
What kind of...
I have one
kind of,
more. So go ahead.
Oh. Well, I just don't know what kind of activities and stuff you do in in a youth group like that. Clearly, I was never in one.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a couple different aspects of it. The youth club as it exists now is an after-school program. It's in 3 schools in our district, and it runs from after school till about 6:15. And it's basically considered an enrichment program for children whose parents are not off of work until then. And so they don't have to go home and be latchkey kids. And so they instead Yeah. So they come to youth club, and the way that our particular one is structured is they will have an after school snack, and then they separate into grade groups to make sure everyone gets all their homework done.
Nice.
Yes.
Accountability.
And then, yes. And after homework, then they have 2 different like activities that they can choose to go to, and they have different ways of signing kids up for different activities every day. Like, it used to be they passed out colored clothespins, and like, if you want to go to gym today, make sure you get a green one, and there's only so many green ones. And if you want to go to art today, make sure you get a purple one. You know, like, I don't know how they do it now. That's how they used to do it back in the day when I worked there before, like a decade ago, literally.
I was gonna say they're probably like scanning QR codes now or something.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, darn it, I got the QR code for history.
They're all just piling around a code with their phones. Just scan it. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. Give me the clothespins.
Right. So then they get to go to their different activities, and there was all sorts of them to choose from, like I was saying, like art and gym and computers, and like basically whatever kind of the employees felt like would be a good forte for them to like lead children through. You know, there was a lot of like flexibility in what like subjects you wanted to teach. Like at one point I did a drama class where like we did little skits and acting and costumes and stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun.
So you could like do one shots with kids?
Yes, I could. In fact, I could probably do like a D&D class or like a tabletop role playing class. Yeah.
That would be
so
cool.
Yeah.
I know. And then after those 2 activities, they have recess time, basically, until their parents come and pick them up.
Cool.
Fun.
Okay. Wow, that sounds nice.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's a really helpful program for our area. Like, when I started volunteering there, I was in high school, and when it started out, it was only on Saturday mornings. They didn't have, and it was all volunteer based, and it was just like this group of kids going on field trips and doing activities and fun stuff. And then like right about the time I was graduating high school, they got their first grant, and they became a 501c3. And then I was one of the first people that they offered a paid position to because I had been volunteering there for so long. Yeah. And so like I got to start out right out of high school working for youth club. And then every time I've moved back here, basically I have worked for them again. So I'm super stoked to go back.
Cool. That actually sounds like it might work out better than the radio station would have.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably, yeah. Like, I'll get to... And I love radio. It's so fun. But, like, this is also fun while it is, like, literally getting to play. You know?
Yeah.
Which I think is just good for my little Becca soul.
Yes.
I need playtime. I need enrichment activities.
You need structured
I
playtime.
do. Yes, I very do.
I very do.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so I'm super excited to go back.
Fun. Yeah, that sounds exciting.
I'm excited. I can't wait. And it's a great program too.
Sounds like it.
Cool.
Yeah. Kim, did you have an update about our Discord that you were going to share?
Yes, I did. You know, in the last time when we played the excuses game, and it turned into a story where with the ice cream truck, and it was Alexa's ice cream truck, and it was this whole thing.
Yeah, saga.
So yeah, a whole ice cream truck saga. In our Discord, Scredley, the ogre, also known as Will Myers, said, hey, you know, I wrote a game based on the ice cream truck story in your excuses game. So yeah, he built a whole entire game, and there's the Google Doc. I have the link to the Google Doc. It's super cool. I mean, he's got the characters and the game system and all that stuff. So
cool.
So this is the beginning of it, and so it says, "Welcome to Whisper Song, a neighborhood in the quaint, bustling city of Sunflower Creek. Everyone knows everyone in Whisper Song. They wave hello to each other, help each other out, and the community yard sales are amazing. Life in Whisper Song is wonderful. Like a lot of neighborhoods, Whisper Song gets warm in the summer. Luckily, there's the bay up north for people to swim or boat in and plenty of swimming pools to use. But there's something weird about some Sunflower Creek summers, the ice cream truck. No one has ever seen it arrive in late May, and no one has ever seen it leave in mid-September. And while the populace has fond memories of eating their favorite frozen snacks, no one can remember having bought anything from the ice cream truck. But this summer, you're ready. You and your band of sleuths have tuned up your bikes and saved your allowance. When the off-pitch, tinny sounds of Turkey in the Straw begin playing, you have a mission. Find the source and buy yourselves a delicious treat." And
my God!
Yeah, there's so much detail in the gameplay and how to build a character and all that. So it's really cool.
That's incredible.
I love it.
My mind is so blown right now. Like, I don't know what face to make other than like shocked and smiling. I'm smiling so big that it hurts.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Oh, can we play it?
Yeah.
I'm sure we could.
Gosh.
Yeah,
can we get permission and run a game?
Simple system. Yeah, we'll have to ask him.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm down. I'm so down. I'll run it for us if you want. If you guys want to play, I'll totally do it.
Yes.
That would be really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, I love this. Can you send a link to the Google Docs in our group chat at some point?
Yes,
Awesome.
I will.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Skrillid, is that how you say it? How do you say it?
Skredley.
Skrillid. I'm like Skrillex's cousin, Skrillid.
Skrillex. Thanks, Skrillex, for all the work you put into this. But his real name is Will.
Will, thank you so much. That's easier for me to remember. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so cool. I totally would love to play that. It sounded a little Kids on Bikes-esque.
Yes,
Oh yeah, there's an actual game called Kids on Bikes, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, which I think we would maybe have a lot of fun with.
Yeah, because it sounds super simple. And it's not fantasy, which is the thing I'd be really interested in playing something that's not fantasy, because we've never done anything like that before.
Right.
I mean, there are fantasy, supernatural elements to the game, but we would be humans.
Right.
You know?
In the United States of America.
Yeah.
Which I know is the most important to you.
Oh, gosh. USA. That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I figured it was a joke, but I only heard part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. That's an amazing update. I love that.
Yes.
I'm excited. That's why I was just
Right?
like, I want to play it. Like,
Yeah.
Right?
I totally want to play it. That sounds amazing.
even though we technically have already played it, like,
Right? Yeah.
Right.
but it sounds like he's put sort of a spin on it. I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. That'll be fun.